Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay,
I'm Craig.
Seth,
and let's get into some football talk.
before we start, I'm a big woman. I take. We did the fact check, and yes, my boy Craig was right. No team has gone 0-3, and when they've gone to the playoffs, they have never won a Super Bowl. And the Giants were 0-2. It was the Giants, but the first time they beat New England in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. They were 0-2, not 0-3.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm wrong. That's it. Wrong. I can do that.
We can do that. Gross.
Oh, okay now. Okay.
I'm just playing.
Mhm.
But so getting back to the NFL and the things happening now, Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield looks like he found a team he likes playing with. He seems rather comfortable.
Yeah, they definitely kicking. I'm kicking, clicking. Yeah, I'm feeling.
The thing wasn't could he play, it was just could he put it all together? Because we saw him do it in time in Cleveland. We saw him. I mean, he won that game with the Rams last season. His signing that like 2 days before.
That was crazy.
I don't know how you come in and the package had to be very small, and he still came in and won. So I think he has the right people, and I think it's somewhere where he is wanted. In Cleveland, he wasn't the first choice. They drafted him, but remember Hugh Jackson was like, I'm a starter, but he really didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think now he's somewhere he can actually like flourish, grow with the franchise. Like it's what they need. I don't know if he's going to be the answer for 5 years, but
You think Mike Evans is leaving? I mean, because they look good together. Like,
they look good, but they didn't come to the contract agreement for it at the start of the
And
season.
that was a very definitive move.
yeah, but they didn't start playing yet.
Yeah, but the thing about
true.
that's true. But also the same part is, why wouldn't he go see what's being offered?
I mean,
I mean, you didn't lock me up, so that means you're not okay. So we.
I mean, if this season goes,
If he still gets
better
1,000
and
yards,
better,
which he looks like he's gonna get,
then that does help with the resume, right? Like, you
it's
know,
10 seasons, 1,000 yards if he does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just who's gonna offer you the money? Like,
You could
if
be
you and Baker are clicking, even if it's not a Super Bowl caliber clicking, and the
I'm
team's
saying
offering
it
you
can't
money.
be, though.
We'll
It
get to
could be
that.
a Super Bowl.
But let's
click.
say the teams offering you money or not. They're teams that are hoping adding you will make them playoff teams.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Well, I'm speaking on that. Well, what do y'all think their ceiling is? Because
First round.
I could see him pushing to the second.
I see him going to the second.
I can see
First
them going
round.
to the second.
First round.
It depends on who they play.
First round. I think.
Like, I think they could beat Philly.
I didn't. You know, they could be feeling.
We saw him play him, and that was a weird game. And it didn't because he started coming on towards the end, but they were shutting them down in the middle. Of the
Oh
game.
yeah, that was
So-
very early, and
But we'll see. I still think it could be a first round out. I see them. Actually, they'll probably win a division. I think they'll win a division, so they'll definitely. I see. So they'll at least have host a home game.
I think they look good. I do.
Desmond Ritter's not good in Atlanta. You're not going to win off of just Bijan Robinson. And Carolina, you should have definitely taken C.J. Stroud, and we saw what just happened with New Orleans. So I don't think it's going to be that much of a competition to win that division.
We'll see who the other seeds are, because I still think
That definitely.
I think they'll be a first round out. I can't wait to playoff season.
I don't want to rush it.
I can't.
I gotta say.
No, I'm savoring every look. We're in week 5 and it's already fast.
I know that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to.
Knowing the next segment, I had to keep off of certain jokes because it could get bad right here if I had said that. But gotta address it. I don't want to talk about it, but it's got to be talked about. The Giants are terrible. They're terrible. Like, it's not even just that they're not as good as expected. Like, they're terrible. Like, embarrassingly terrible.
I'm usually quick to stand up for the Giants. I mean,
we talked
it could be
about
worse.
it.
You could be Chicago.
Do you really think they're that much worse than us?
I do. I do.
Really?
Chicago's worse. Have you won a game?
Yes, they won a game.
Oh, that's right.
And you
That's
beat
true.
a hard team. It was a comeback. Chicago was winning, and they just like they had that game. That game was wrapped up. It had a bow. Santa Claus was like, "This is for you," and it was like, "Nope, I don't want it." Like it just. But yeah, y'all look bad.
I'm just saying. Yeah, look,
The Giants
off
look-
screen, my man and his team pumping them up. They had them, and then week to week, we're on suicide watching it.
No, we're not. We're okay. We're okay.
He's looking for a new team.
It's, no,
No, I'm joking.
It's always next year. That's
Oh,
why.
hang on. The Giants have been known to make a comeback. So,
And then we just talked about the
Technically,
always
yeah,
win.
so
Technically,
Yeah.
we only went 0-2 because we won and then we lost again.
Yeah, and
you
then
did that.
And I want to say we went 1-5
Yeah, y'all rattled off the rest.
against New England, the second Super Bowl. I don't think that was the first one. I think the second, or maybe it was the one we went 0-2. I think overall we ended up like 1-5, and then ended up going on a run. But
We'll see.
yeah,
yeah.
I think
So okay, so you don't think this year can be salvaged? You don't think there's something they can do? It's early enough.
I don't feel like there's a point. I feel like the best this team can put together to salvage the season would be enough talent to get us first round knocked out, and what's the point?
What do you think they need?
We need an offensive line.
You
The
definitely
offensive
need
line
a
is
line.
absolutely terrible.
I mean, he keeps getting sacked. He's
The clock is off.
Like I said, Evan Neal's leg got hurt by like the third play against Dallas. So like our left tackle hasn't been really playing in healthy since the beginning of the season. And until he got hurt, he was playing pretty good. He was blocking Micah Parsons. That's why they moved Micah Parsons after the first interaction with him. And then he hurt himself like 2 plays later, so it didn't matter. Our guards are trash. We need completely 2 new guards. It doesn't matter which guard they try to put in there. Bredesen, Glowinski, Zudu, any of them, they're terrible. Lemieux should not be playing football for anybody. He shouldn't be in Canada. He shouldn't be in Europe. Like, if they make pee-wee football, he shouldn't be allowed to play. He's terrible. Like, he shouldn't be allowed to watch football. He's so bad.
Come on.
Like, he is an embarrassment to people that call themselves offensive linemen. Like, oh my God. It's so bad. Smith, I think, will be fine. He got hurt. He'll come back. He's a rookie. He's actually been playing pretty good. It's just, when everybody around you is trash, it doesn't matter. And Evan Neal's not good. Like, you say, second year, so we're going to have an upgrade, and you get worse, then, yeah, he's not going to get better. Get rid of him, get a new line. We have 2 pieces that are decent. We can keep Andrew Thomas. We can keep John Michael Smith. Guard, and right tackle all need to go. We need Brandon Williams. And I think we need a new line coach because it's not even just on how bad they look. They don't look like they know they don't look like they're playing together. Everybody looks like they have no clue what the other one is trying to do. Everybody looks confused.
Yeah.
So you have no communication on top of unsatisfactory play. O-line coach needs to go. O-line needs to be revamped. There's no other way to put it. It's absolutely abysmal.
Okay. All right. Tell us how you feel. I respect it. So
What's the next
there's
one?
another team that's in trouble.
There's another team that was supposed to be good and is in some serious trouble is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
I wanted to shake it off the first couple of games. You're like, it's just early. They'll get it together. But they look
They
terrible.
look defeated. Even when they go, don't think they go out.
It's because they know they know he's not 100%. It's like they're trying their best to protect an injured like deer. I'm serious because
Who's their backup?
I don't know, but he's only has like 1 pass touchdown in his career.
Yeah.
He's not that great, supposedly. But I think that's what scares him.
But if you're going to lose anyway
Well,
and risk getting hurt worse.
I mean, yeah, he plays in the AFC North. It ain't going.
It's not going to get easier
when it
from
gets
here.
when it starts getting cold. It's getting cold in Cincinnati soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Yeah, he's gonna be. That muscle gonna tighten up.
he just. I don't even know what honestly, I can't even
And I know he's trying to play
think of
through
what
it,
to even say because they just.
but
It's a unit. But yeah.
And even just not even him not being able to move, like he can't put a pass together. And
Yeah.
I think it's because the leg is messed up. The base is wrong. And it's bad. He needs to sit and get healthy.
They need
You're
a
gonna
bye.
lose one way or
They
another.
need a bye week now,
Yeah.
and then like they need a bye week and then like make him questionable coming the week out of it.
I mean, you sure it's just the legs, not a little bit of a confidence thing?
I don't think it's confidence. He looks stiff.
Which
He looks
ACL?
like
He
can't
tore his left ACL
I think it was the left one.
because then that's his good leg. Even the ACL being repaired,
Yeah.
it's the like it's so
Yeah.
that's where he drives off of. You can't put your foot in the ground and not have it's probably shooting.
I think it is his right calf.
Yeah, it's right there. So like that's where he gets all his power from. So he can't drive on the ball. He's missing shots he usually doesn't miss.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I think Jamar Chase might have been right. Sit out the first 5 weeks. Like, because all the division games is why they were like, you could tell he didn't want to do it. But
If you're
now you
losing
just lost the
anyway,
division
yeah.
game. So
If you're losing them anyway.
now you're risking your
Give-
health.
yeah,
and
give him
it's
2 weeks.
getting embarrassing. It's going to mess you up psychologically and physically.
Because I think the psychological is already there. Like I said, they look like they already lost even before the game completely started. They look like they already.
they look that way since they played when they played the Ravens.
They just
Yeah.
do.
Like every game, they've looked like.
And
Are
like,
we
they
gonna
haven't
get
even
out of
started
this?
yet. Yeah, like
Like, are we gonna get? Like, I thought I was so shocked my team did that to them.
Yeah.
My team is not.
Well, that division
It's hard.
is starting to be a powerhouse.
It's gonna be hard to beat. I told you, I was worried about this. I was worried about it low key because the new young quarterbacks and how quick they picked it up. Like CJ Stroud is gonna be a problem for years to
Yeah.
come.
Oh, he might
And
be coming back.
they're kind of gritty. They're they're clean now. Like, so it's gonna be hard to beat them. And Anthony Richardson, he's getting it. He's great at running. I need to see more. His passing is.
You're starting to see it. When he does it, though, it's really pretty.
Yeah,
He's just got to start getting.
It's like he has to. He don't trust his read.
yeah.
But he looks like he's gonna be good too. And then whenever's going on in Jacksonville, they won last week, but they just don't look.
They don't look like what I saw last year.
So
No.
But
I'm But I mean, also in the Bengals division, they got their problem. That's why I would wait because this division has problems.
it does.
Like
Chubb leaving in Cleveland is a
Yeah.
problem. Now
Yeah.
Ford is stepping up. It's looking a little better, but
Then
depending on
even-
what's going on with Deshaun not playing,
That's like I say with Watson. Like
yeah,
who
they
knows?
need him in there.
I think Baltimore is still living off of their name. I haven't seen where they look that great.
You don't.
They don't. So you both think they look impressive this year?
No, but
Either one of you? You think they no? Okay, well, take me out of it. Go on. What about them is impressive?
Impressive.
I wouldn't say impressive.
I think
They're still-
I think they're still the Ravens. They try to play hard nosed defense, and they've never been known for amazing quarterback play.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
you say
but
defense
but
always
but
saves
yeah,
you
but
from
he
that.
but I mean, because he's dynamic in different ways, he creates and extends plays, and they do score. But I'm just worried. It's never sustainable in the end.
Which is my point.
But
Well, sometimes people need to get some.
I'm not seeing anything this year that would make me go.
they're doing enough to win a division.
They're winning. Yeah.
They are doing enough. To win the division.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, because of our
we got
next,
it. And then
our next point is exactly in that. Like,
Because the Steelers.
what is Pittsburgh like? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, your offensive coordinator is a meme.
And Matt, Canada, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Like, it's videos.
Do you
it's
think you can
reports
blame it on
online.
the coach? Because some people are like,
Yes.
it's not the coaches. There's players who's like,
And those players are trying to help the team. They're trying to be supportive. It's like when your mom tells the ugly brother, like, "Oh, baby, you're beautiful." Like, no, you're not. She's just your mother. Najee Harris can't come out and say, "Yo, this dude suck. Our offense is trash." He can't do that. He has to try to, like, it don't look like they're trying to get rid of him quickly, so you have to kind of like, he's amazing, and hope that the confidence boost works.
I mean, them chanting.
They're chanting at the
Oh,
stadium.
my
That offense is just so bland. They're running like middle school plays and can't understand why they can't get anything going.
Yeah, but just as much as we blame Matt Canada, blame falls on Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
And then
he does not seem like he's good.
But this defense, besides Cam Hayward being
the offensive side of the ball together.
Yeah, besides Cam Hayward being hurt, the defense is. I mean, T.J. Watt's amazing. Minka's doing good. They have pieces, but there's been times we've seen them. People been scoring on them. Like, remember, Cleveland almost came back on them.
Yeah.
But
and then.
But you're also talking about late game with the defense. Most of Pittsburgh's games when they're not doing well or they get beat up on, the defense doesn't start getting beat up on until late. It's drive after drive of the offense.
That's true because their offense is not even. Yeah, that's right. Because they're always on the field. They're tired.
So you think they still need to be searching for their next Rosenberg? Like that's.
Well, they think it's Pickett, but we don't know.
Well,
I can't even blame Pickett because there are times he looks like he's.
You can't. Not everybody's going to be able to go out there and just play backyard football all the time. Most quarterbacks are going to need some kind of a good coordinator to call good plays.
Same problem Giants have, Steelers always have had. They're not good with their O-line right now.
They
have not replenished their own. They haven't replenished. Since they had like Villanueva, Pouncey, and I forget the rest of their line. That line is not for sure.
Eli used to be in the same predicament all
so like
the time.
the O line is just like we'll plug in peace, and like our quarterback, we have a quarterback who's going to strong, stay in the pocket, and if he can, he'll move out and make a play. But that's
you couldn't take Ben down. Like Pickett goes down.
But that's what they had. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was so big and stuff. It's going to take more than. I mean, I've seen like. Seriously, almost 3 guys wrapped around him, and he still gets the ball off. That's not going to happen. So if you think you can treat him like you can treat your old quarterback on the level, like as a Steelers, as an organization, it's not going to work.
But that's also why you have to blame Matt Canada because you should be running an offense that you know what you have. You should be running
backs that work well, and you have big play explosive receivers.
Like play action should be your best friend. You should be out here running the ball, and then play action.
And I'm not seeing any play action. Period. Like I'm just not seeing play action.
Yeah. And you're not seeing them go to. You really like they only go to Freiermuth like in the flat, nothing like down the seam. Like there's nothing pushing the ball really down the field. Like he's and you're like
no explosiveness.
And the few times that they do,
Jalen Warren when he passes the ball to him, Jalen Warren's at the backfield, back up. He gives him a burst. He gives him something. Like, you're like, okay, he's slashing, he's cutting, like they're moving.
And I mean, you got George Pickens, who is just an athletic freak, and who's the little fast kid that they got? Calvin Austin.
Yeah.
You had real speedy and dynamic. Like you cannot tell me you cannot put the play together to get them kind of.
That's true. And you still wait for Deontay Johnson to come back?
Deontay Johnson, which I mean, you don't know if he's going to play this season. I thought that was pretty bad.
Is it really? Is it really? I thought he was only on IRB. So I thought
I'd have to double check that one.
Okay, I don't even know. But
it looked bad. I'm realizing I don't think I followed up to see how bad it was.
He should be something soon. I think he's coming back soon. But even so, like there's something that has to get, and it's gonna be somebody's job.
Yeah. I think sometimes they can be a little too loyal. I think when you're clearly like Todd Haley and Ben Roethlisberger were clearly not getting along, you move on. You get another OC. You don't force them to work.
Like the Jets told you don't throw away people. No.
But we have
Robert Saleh says that because he had nobody to throw him away for. I'm sorry if Brady called him and said, "Hey, I might be able to keep this together until Rodgers comes back." Zach Wilson would not be playing starting that game. Tom Brady is not the quarterback.
Yeah. We'll see. I just think stuff needs to change for them.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah. But all right. So, quick change up here. We're gonna go into talking about the AFC South. Probably, I'd say overall is the division. Probably the most surprising division as a whole. I mean, you have Jacksonville, who's supposed to be, this will be easy runaway leader, and they're struggling. And everybody else looks like they're just getting better week by week.
Yeah. Houston's the biggest. I think Houston's the biggest surprise. I think we're all shocked by the rookie coach and the rookie quarterback, and then really just gelling together and looking like they're cohesive on offense. Their defense is holding up well. I mean,
it's not scary.
Yeah, and I mean we're all 2-2. We're all 2-2, the whole division.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Titans, we have our identity, but we need to push the ball, and no one's scared of us. We can't.
But I think a little bit of the nobody being scared of you, I think is going to help. I think a lot of teams are going to come in like, all right, this is the team, and then y'all are going to like play your game, and it's like, oh, that's right, this is a good team. And then, like I said, eventually Traylon Burks going to be back.
We'll see.
And
yeah.
D-Hop has been making plays.
I've seen this. I mean, we've been getting the ball. He had like 6 catches last game for like 50-some yards.
So if he's still playing like that, and then now you give a guy that you've seen Traylon Burke beat one-on-one coverage regularly last year. It's just being your only receiver. How often did he get one-on-one coverage?
We just need to piece together. I mean, we beat the Bengals. I wasn't expecting, even with Joe Burrow banged, I thought we were going to lose that game originally.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like you're going to lose every game.
That's true.
well, right now, that old line
Henry looked good.
Henry was going.
He was
but
doing
like when he was throwing through the ball, he was running.
He was
Yeah,
doing it.
It was nice to see. It was nice to see.
Give me my fantasy points. Excited.
The Colts, Anthony Richardson.
The Colts look like what we had been waiting. A team that seemed like they had everything they needed. They just needed somebody competent in athleticism at quarterback.
They look like the Colts of yesteryear.
And I think they're in it.
Remember, Taylor just showed back up to practice this week.
Yeah, they're gonna have that dynamic.
If he get that running, if he
that,
comes back,
that attitude. You've already seen all the running backs have seen that he's not getting a better contract anywhere else.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. It's not this team is disloyal to me. Every team is not going to pay you that. You know that.
Yeah.
So you got to stay around because the money's not going to be any better anywhere else.
Well,
and let's be real, you did not think this team was going to be like this. This team had been bad
for a while. Good
players on really good teams tend not to flip out as much when they're not getting
when you're
contracts.
winning. Yeah.
That's why I think Chris Jones was a surprise for most people because it's like. Yeah, but y'all are in a Super Bowl every year. Like, you really need that contract?
Still want you.
Well, they got rid of Frank Clark, so who's really their other big?
That's true. It's just him.
Yeah. So
so Jonathan Taylor will be back. The defense is starting to play. Although, what is it, Leonard Williams or Shaq Williams?
Shaq Leonard.
Shaq, yeah. He wasn't even on the field for like the last 2 plays against the Rams, which is kind of crazy because you're talking about a really athletic dude. So they could have even. Better. Now, he has had some injuries, so he might be easing his way back in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, and I've seen Anthony Richardson hesitate on some throws and stuff like that. But I've also seen him make really beautiful throws, and that shows that he's just kind of waiting to I think he's trying to get used. He doesn't want to start taking the risky throws until he knows he's 100% adjusted, but I'm seeing the adjustment.
It's hard to stop.
Come quickly.
And he runs. He's a strong runner.
Yeah, he's
strong runner.
He's insane.
So...
But yeah, that's a division. I really think it's getting exciting watching the AFC South. Like I'm starting to like, wow, let's see what they're doing. I don't know. Like they're getting wins here and there. They
do not look good. Like
that defense
don't look like
that. Except they played Atlanta. That defense still really wasn't. Other than besides like the Atlanta game and when they played against the Chiefs, the defense is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that offense needs to get it together.
I thought Calvin Ridley and Trevor Lawrence should be eating up.
Well, the first game they kind of did. They came out and you saw like, okay, Jacksonville, and then they've just looked like, that was all we had since, and it's just
I mean, it's a little bit like the Bengals. Like I said, they look defeated before. They already look like everybody all got their head down low before the game even really started. Like. Yeah. If you look like that, you know you're not. I'm sorry, it might be me being a female or whatever, but it's confidence comes with it too. Like you can't go into a situation negative already and they look. That makes me nervous even before the game. But they do well in London though. Like
they're about to be
London is they play like. Cause they did look,
and they've been there a week.
But say they
looked pretty good last week.
Wait, actually. No, they're not playing in London. They're playing in Germany, right?
I thought it was in London.
Last week was London.
Last week was London. I thought this next game with Buffalo's in Germany. And they just stayed in Europe. They got there. They basically, instead of flying back to America,
Ravens, right?
Played in Atlanta.
No, they played Atlanta. No, but they played Buffalo. They'll play Buffalo this week, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, play Buffalo. Okay. Because and also the Titans, we play the Ravens over there, over in overseas in London this year.
Oh, cool. So then this has to be the Germany game. Because if y'all play the other London game, then this is the Germany game.
Okay, yeah.
And Jacksonville, instead of flying home, just flew to Germany. So they should be there for a week before They'll be there for basically 2 weeks.
They tend to win.
They do.
They're a home York team.
They say they have a really good base there. Like,
They do have a really good.
Because Connor's from there, right?
I think he is from.
He was based mostly out of
UK-ish.
Yeah, so I don't want to get it wrong, man, but it's just
I'm not sure which country it is.
I got
Yeah.
you. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, I mean AFC South in a nutshell, we're all even. We'll see who's gonna really gut it out. Which team's gonna run away with it?
When it's that close,
It's
it's hard to
starting to see,
tell.
yeah.
Like,
We're
that's how-
even. It's even across.
The
So
AFC
That's
South
how-
starting to look like the AFC West.
Don't do that. He's like, no, don't do that. Like, he don't want to think
I
about
don't
it,
even
right?
have to worry about nothing like that. But we'll see. We will see.
Yeah.
Any other division surprising you? Lions, baby. NFC North.
Yeah.
What we still
They're not surprising me, but
No,
yeah,
you
those
had some
guys.
negative.
we
I didn't have anything negative
I thought
against
so, but-
Detroit.
No, but
I've kind of been.
you did say there was gonna be Green Bay. You said
Mhm.
too.
yeah.
I've been negative
we
about
believe
Green
that
Bay. I think Green Bay is terrible.
Oh, I
They
agree.
Jared
just
Goff and
showed
the
they are.
offense were clicking against Green Bay,
Yeah.
and that defense was just.
Oh my god.
Their defense has been humming all
It was
season.
nasty.
If you notice, they've been humming all
Yeah.
season.
It was.
Like, whew.
You know,
Like,
it was fun to watch.
I'm
too.
excited.
Like,
I'm excited
Yeah.
to watch the Lions. Like
yeah,
that,
and that had
And
to
they're
say
so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So
yeah.
just
Ever
knowing-
since Barry Sanders been there. Even with Calvin Johnson. I'm sorry. When Megatron was there, it was
I liked watching them, but you didn't think they were going to win. You thought Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford were going to have an amazing game, and every other aspect of the field was going to just mess it up and lose it more.
Oh,
I mean, because even then, like I said, it's almost not fair because they used to lose games by like a point,
Yeah.
field goals, like
they lost so many nail
they
biters.
cannot finish it, and that's all I feel like they've been doing. Is like we're closing this out. Like they're doing that one spot they couldn't do. They couldn't finish it,
So,
and they definitely look like the finisher. Like they just
Yeah.
like they're. It's a little, like, and I am from the NFC. We're from the NFC, so like that's scary. Like,
Yeah.
but
I don't care. It's not going to matter because.
who's the king of the castle? I think that's San Francisco, though. They look complete. They're the only, like, because Philly's undefeated, but I'm sorry.
No.
The Skins,
I'm sorry.
the way the commentators were acting, like people, like, was talking
Yeah.
later after the Skins game, you think that Philly
Commanders.
just,
you had
the
said
Commanders, I'm sorry, whatever. I'm worried about DC. No. This is the DMV. No. The Commanders, they act like Philly just stumped all over them. And that's not even almost
I'm
true.
sorry. If Ron Rivera goes for 2, I think they get it, and I think they win that
might
game.
be their first L. I think they could have got, because their momentum was really going that drive. Like,
All of Philly's
can tell
wins
it.
have come from games where you can point to a play or a decision and go, they shot themselves in the foot, and that lost the game. to
yeah.
Philly. I have not seen Philly play a game where I'm like, well, no, then the fourth quarter game, and they won the game.
Yeah. Like,
No, the other team
like
lost
this-
it every time.
Yeah. Like, the Commanders, they were right there they were always right there with the game. That's how it's been for them. Like,
But you're right. The San Francisco 49ers are the runaway, but I think, yeah, they're definitely number one. Philly, I don't want to give them number 2, but they have to be.
I mean,
number
why
one.
they have to be? Because, like,
In the NFC.
No,
Not,
I don't care. No,
okay.
they're not. I'm
So-
sorry.
so
This
who's
is not
not-
even a personal thing. They don't look good.
Okay, so who's number 2 in the NFC then? Dallas?
Number 2 in Dallas.
Dallas,
that would be
okay.
second. Maybe Detroit. Detroit might be the
Really?
second best team in the NFC.
Oh, wow.
I've seen Jared Goff play better than Dak Prescott pretty much all season.
Okay.
Like, even when Dak's playing good, it's still not
our
what I'm seeing
defense
with.
is the main component.
Yeah.
They scout. They
I
out
mean,
here taking the ball and just scoring at will.
I would like to say it was, Dak that, made the Giants the falter, but it was more our defense, because we do have a problem with the red zone. Like, we can get all the way down there, but to actually
Get it in the end
get
zone.
it, they usually run it and they score, and then they don't want to run anymore. I don't understand that. Like, that's how you got down there, and you don't want to even at least try out one time. Just pass, and I'm just like,
That's true.
but I think the Cowboys. I don't know. I'm still, because I am a Cowboys fan. I've learned to preserve my excitement Because if you get too excited, it hurts worse. Like when you're up there, the fall just breaks stuff. So I'm trying to stay close to the ground, like yay, back up. But
that's gonna be a good game.
San Francisco,
Y'all play this weekend.
That's
That's
gonna be a good game.
That's scary. I mean, Dallas, when they play really good teams, you never know. Because I've seen them they
rise to the
they
occasion.
come to the occasion. Like they will do that. Like sometimes I think they play towards.
I think
teams.
Micah's hungry. I think he want to show that because that last game they played against him, y'all.
Well, I think sometimes we play down to teams. So like if we're playing a bad team, and then we don't have to try as hard. Like no, that's not a thing. So sometimes the better teams, I feel like they make them give more, and they give more. Like so, you never know. Like that the way that San Francisco game went in the playoffs. I don't completely want to talk about it, but the way it went, they need this.
Yeah.
Spiritually, you need to show like, we can put that that cleat on that neck. We can do this, and if you gonna show it, then show it. Like that's how I feel. Like so, I think it's about to be a good game. I hope this is a good game, but they got McCaffrey is scary. Like
I
MVP, I think McCaffrey.
McCaffrey could be an MVP.
McCaffrey is scary. Like he is everywhere.
McCaffrey's crazy.
He does anything. You can't stop him. He's just this little bullet, and I'm going there that way.
He's in the right offense for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the right.
And Purdy is Purdy, so he looks good. Like I think
he's getting really underrated right now.
Well, I don't think he's underrated. People still trying to figure out who he is.
We got 9 games. We got 9 games of We got 9 games
straight wins.
I'm just
we got.
The only loss he had was because he got hurt.
I'm just saying. I think, but
20 or 21 for what, like 3 something? Was that this weekend?
I don't even. Oh, he was throwing out.
It was 20. I know he was 20 for 21.
Yeah.
But I can't remember how many yards he had.
I don't think people are sleeping on him. I think they just. But I think McCaffrey does so much. I think it takes away, like it takes some of that pressure off. But your good running game does that. It takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback if you have a really good running game, because they have to worry about the running back and they can ease up off of you because they can't focus just on you.
That's what I figured.
Okay. So.
All right. So AFC.
The king of the castle.
Buffalo beating up on
Miami.
Just running Miami like that.
I didn't see
And Buffalo's been big. If you pay attention, I think a lot of people dropped Buffalo off the great list because of the loss to the Jets. But they've demolished every team they played since. Like the Commanders, who I'm sorry are playing like a pretty decent team.
Yeah.
Miami, who looks amazing. And who they played? They played one more team.
I don't know who they played.
I can't remember, but they demolished them too.
I don't know who they played last week. I really don't remember.
I'm mad because I know.
They played New England now.
But it was bad. They whooped everybody they played after that Jets game. And I'm wondering if maybe when Rodgers went down, there was a little bit of so this should be easy. And then when it wasn't, you're like, maybe we shouldn't have got so ahead of ourselves.
They lost Tre'Davious White for the year.
They did lose Tre'Davious White. They got DeMar Hamlin back.
I mean, look, they're going to be hard to beat. I would say after that, I don't know. The Chiefs, they worried me with that one last, but I don't know. Would you say there too?
They
got to be because they were.
I think I gotta put them 3.
Okay, so so 2.
Like unless you're going off of their legacy.
Okay.
If you're going off of just this year, like if minor race, we don't have anything but this year knowledge-wise. Buffalo looks like the best team in the AFC. Now, yes, a lot of that is because of the head-to-head matchup with Miami.
Yeah.
Miami looks like number 2.
Okay.
And the Chiefs probably I would put in like number 3.
Okay.
And I mean, that's, Cincinnati looks a little rough. I don't quite see where, the AFC looks the AFC South looks a little bit better. But
so the Bills, they was 16-22. The Jets
the
won.
Raiders.
The Raiders. It was 38-10.
They demolished the Raiders.
Yeah, they beat the
37-3 with the Commanders.
Yeah.
And then 48-20.
Yeah, they steamrolled. They're the best team in.
They're just shutting stuff down.
They're definitely one.
And I think I got to put Miami at 2, and going off of this season, Kansas City at 3.
Okay.
because I can't think of anybody else in the AFC.
Because
that
even
I'm
like the
yeah,
Jets,
they might be able to.
the Jets came back in that Kansas City game. Like
So
Yeah,
they
Yeah.
did.
they were that pass interference on that pick, which and whatever, fine, we back and forth on it, but either way, if it either doesn't happen or it doesn't get called,
That's a different game.
that they lost. It's
Outcome.
over.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it's
yeah.
up-
I'm
the
sorry.
game's
The
over.
outcome.
Yeah, like it's a
So-
completely different outcome. So
Yeah.
I'm not as. I hate when people automatically hand it to a team because, well, they've been unstoppable before. So even though they don't look as good this year,
It's,
I'm still going to give
you
them the
gotta
credit.
go with yeah.
No.
No, it's this year that counts.
Them and Philly both look a little rocky, and they could pull it out in the
So
end.
you think it's
but-
San Fran and Buffalo are
The
sitting
two
on
best
the
teams in
top?
the league right
Yeah.
now.
I can go with that.
I would, yeah.
I can.
So, who y'all got as MVP?
I'd say McCaffrey.
I think McCaffrey. I'd give McCaffrey 1. I personally think McCaffrey's 1. I think Josh Allen can be 2, and I could make 2 or 3. Because other than Tua playing against him, Tua was pretty good as well.
Micah look good, but they don't.
Oh,
I don't know. I could
Oh,
see
I'm sorry.
Micah.
They don't defense doesn't.
No, because I could see Micah getting.
Okay, Micah could be. I mean,
if y'all, as long as y'all finish with a very good record, which I think you
he'll
will,
be in top.
I can see.
I still think he's top 5 in the league right now. What are you talking about like that?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, maybe.
And I'm gonna go
4.
Brock Purdy because Christian McCaffrey was playing in that game against Philly even after Purdy went out.
Yeah.
What wasn't there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think they still win if McCaffrey goes down. I don't think it's as easy. I think they're gonna have to fight harder.
Yeah.
We saw that they don't win if Purdy goes down.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's MVP.
All right.
All right, yeah, I think that's just about all of it for today. I would ask for everybody to like, subscribe, comment, start arguments. Argue with us. I'd love to argue with you.
I
It's
do
fun.
like to argue. Just join into
Just
the play.
start saying dumb stuff. I don't care. Yeah.
But don't say that. don't.
All right, y'all. See y'all next time.
Later.